friends, this is Chris with Josephine's Designs. I am back with the last of the journals before we start our Wednesday. Yes, tomorrow we start. Sorry, I'm just blanking out. Tomorrow night we start our My Heart Cries Home. So let's pray. We'll get started. Dear Lord, we thank you so much for this time together in our Bible journaling camp, our fall Bible journaling camp. And though we have just spent a lot of time reading scripture, working on various journals so that everyone can have a creative outlet in this process, and it gave us time to travel, get home, get adjusted, get over this crazy last week and a half. We just praise your name. We come together, all of us. Also, the delay and that everybody is slowly getting their books. We are so thankful, God. And Lord, as we get ready to wind down this last project, we ask God that we could be pleasing to you, that as we prepare this project and the projects in the future, that you can just teach our hearts. Lord, we love you. We praise your name. We ask right now that you put a hedge of protection around each of us and just bind Satan from the distractions that come about. And Lord, help us to wake up every day looking towards you, seeking your face, seeking your will, and seeking to be pleasing to you and to serve you well, Lord. Lord, we love you. We praise you. We bow down before you. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, thank you, thank you. In your precious name we pray. Amen. Okay, friends. So it has been, my poor husband has probably put in a week plus, maybe like more than a week and a half. I was trying to say almost 2 weeks, but a week and a half trying to decide what we're going to do for internet and phones. And it has been, I'm just going to say, on your self-service, make sure you check and recheck your bills and verify with your company. Literally, they started upcharging us on something that nobody even knew. And then, I hate to say it, they misrepresented how it got changed. So the poor gal knew instantly that we were able to figure out instantly. They put a new book on the rolls. It upcharged us for 5 months, almost $50. And my husband was like, well, wait a minute. And, he was looking at me like, how could you let this happen? Why did you do this? And I looked at him and I said, I didn't do this. And he looked at me, and when he went back and he double checked, he goes, you're 100% right. And I said, I know. I said, this happens often. So in all of your billings, make sure you understand how it works. Make sure you know all the charges. Make sure that it seems like in phone companies, they do this often. And we have been incredibly disappointed. And we've been waiting for Starlink. We live in the country, so we don't get these things right away. We now have it available. We're going to try a little bit longer, at least with the cell service here. But I mean, we have lost internet nonstop. Now, I recognize this isn't just us. What's happening in our area is everything is exploding in growth. And so things are changing. So in that journey, do we get angry? Do we get frustrated? Do we get, irritated? Do we blame people? Yes and no. Those things happen. Clearly it was happening to me until my husband looked at me and went, oh my goodness, you did know. Oh my goodness, you didn't change it. Oh my God. And I just sat quietly and said, I'm really busy today. I can't spend another day working on this for hours on end. And it was a great opportunity to say, thank you for all your hard work. Thank you for your concern. I understand. You need to wait X amount of time. Then you go back in and you change this, that, and the other. And it was like he was learning the process of how to negotiate things like this. And anyways, I just told him, I said, look, this wasn't something I did. This was something that the company changed, and that's how it is. Now, why do I tell you this story? Because it talks about the attitude of the heart. There were individuals in this situation that were getting grumpy, frustrated, lashing out, the whole thing. And, and I eventually said, enough, enough. Not loud, not harsh, but just enough. I have to move forward. I have other things I'm working on today. I'm sorry. And because we've been doing this for almost 2 weeks, day and night, my friends, day and night. And so he's preparing to retire at some point, not right now, but later. And we're trying to cut everything way back. So I'm excited to say that our heart, when we're in these situations, has to be prepared. We have to have had that walk with the Lord, that we're able to withstand these trials and tribulations. Now, some people flare quicker. Some people are always in a state of agitation, kind of like the Hulk thing. I'm always angry, kind of deal. That's my secret. But it's not what God would want for us. You and I both know that. So we need to always be in check with the attitude of our heart. And as we go through this has changed drastically than my original plan. I mean, in a way, yes, in a way, not, but in a way, yes. And, people not getting their books, how frustrating is that? How frustrating. And me coming back with this third project, I'm going to tell you by Friday, if I don't hear from people that you guys want the journals, and if you don't, I totally get it, because I'm giving you a tutorial how to make your own, but I'm going to start giving them away. There are people in the community I'm going to give them away to, in our community, in our local community, that people who serve and love the Lord and that we can just bless. So if you say you want a journal and you do not send me the email that gives me your mailing instructions, your mailing address, then I can't put it in the mail to you. So if you are subscribed to this channel, 18 years or older, living in the United States, and you leave a comment, and I say, journal's yours, then you have to have your notification bell on so you can come back and see, oh, here's the email address, here's where I need to send my information to. I can't know. So unless you email me, and you've got to put journal in the subject line. So we've had a couple of 3 different people speak up, and yet we've not had to follow through. And we even had one that I think, if I understand, was the same person, took it off on one journal and then put it on another journal that they wanted it. And I totally get that. But shoot straight with me. I'm sitting here trying to remember, because usually I do screenshots. And in the hustle and bustle of getting home, I did not do a screenshot, and that's on me. But please be sure, if you want a journal, you must email me by Friday. Today is Tuesday. So, yes. So just saying, okay? All right. Now, that's all the in-house business. Let's get started. So I want to talk over very quickly for this particular project. You just need a composition notebook, the one. It doesn't matter if it's wide or college rule. You need maybe some stickers. These are from Walmart. They went up from like 97, 98 cents, or I think it was 97 to like $1.07. So sorry, but that's there. Also, you need some kind of scrapbooking paper. These, I think, they're less than $6. They're the color block. These are the mixed media that I'm using. You get 50 sheets. It's still a good deal, because if you go in a scrapbook store, it may be $1 a sheet, even if it's white on the back. So you need some kind of scrapbooking paper, or you can collage. However, or if you're like me, I've literally taken washi and I have covered a whole journal with washi, or this way. It was beautiful. I've done several this way, and I don't know why they're always my favorite. Maybe because they're textured and I like texture. You're probably going to need some kind of washi to do your binding and your inside seam covers. And then lastly, you're going to need some kind of adhesive. I think this is a very affordable glue. You can get this at Walmart. I think it's $3 to $4. And then any kind of tape runner. They sell them at the Dollar Tree. They sell them in Walmart. They sell them on Amazon. Just pick the ones you like. I would honestly say any kind of repositionable is really great. I don't even know this brand. It was in my stash, so I pulled it out. Glue dots, if you like them, you like them. If you don't, you don't. So, but they kind of are somewhat repositionable. I would highly suggest no permanent glue. A tape runner. Just because when you're working with large sheets of paper, you need to adjust it a little bit. Okay, now I also went through, to save you guys time, I went through and pulled all my goodies that I pulled a little bit of the, well, tags that I had in my stash, as well as I saved that from when we did the journal, the signature journal, and I thought, oh, we could just take out the staples and use that. So this is just a mushroom box that I got when I bought mushrooms. I washed it out good. It became my little organizer. Also, you're going to need, and I'm going to share more about this in a second, you're probably going to need some kind of scissors, things like that, any kind of ephemera that you want to use. So, I have things that have been sent to me from Radio Bible Class or Our Daily Bread Ministry, same thing. The envelope and one of their thank you notes that I can back, and that would be a wonderful journaling spot. And I can use the envelope. I saved things that were off of other, like this was a soap dispenser. It said Autumn Harvest. How darling is that? And so I could just, trim this off and use this. Let me see here. This was sent to me from a ministry, and so I love the Grateful, and I love the Jeremiah 29:11 on the back. Love it. And then I just have what's left of those other items that I was using in one of the journals. I have the vellum envelopes left. I think these are gorgeous. They're bigger, and they will work very well in this journal. Then also any of your paper scraps. Pull your paper scraps out. This is the place you want to use them. Trying to see if there's anything else. Oh, if you happen to have any junk mail and it looks like it has a fall theme, save it. Use that. You can wrap things. You can literally make a cover out of this. And it's blank on the inside. And, this is supposed to, this was just through a ministry that had just sent me something. So anyways, there's that. And then last but not least, you may want to use some kind of like sticker tags. So this is to and from, but I also used in previous journals some of the decorative stickers that came with this. And this was just from Paralyzed Vets of America. Yeah, and they came with like the return address labels. Lastly, you may want an envelope that has a see-through window. Yes, these are fun to play with. And you guys saw in one of my projects, I had a peekaboo through an envelope. So, last but not least, this was something I picked up on our trip. I got up there without a trimmer, which I have a smaller trimmer I usually travel with, but this one I love more. Number one, the box is super heavy duty sturdy. It was very inexpensive from Walmart, and it's a 12-inch. The one I have that I travel with, I think it's like a 10-inch. And then I saved the box because it fits right down in it. It's safe and it travels well. So I really love, and I actually kind of go to this a bit more because it's a little bit easier to use. So, okay, so I am going to get myself a bit more organized here, guys, and then we are going to begin. Okay, there, let me get this over here and these over here, and then we are ready. Okay, now I want to show you what I've done already. Okay, let me just set that to the side. Okay, so I have already put on the back cover to save time, and then I have the inside cover that I have semi-cut. So I wanted to show you that how I do it is I write IB inside back, and I put my paper down, and then I literally, you can, so it will fold correctly. I will sometimes trace it just right inside the book, or I will take it, depending on the width or the depth of the book. I will literally lay it down and just trace it like that. Or you can, and so at that point, you can decide, I don't want to cut the trim. So when you see, I literally trace it so I have some trim on there. I was having a hard time with my trimmer. So what I decided was I was going to trim it out rectangularly, making sure the top and the bottom all fit. And then I'm going to stick it, and then I'm going to trim off the edges. So I wanted to show you that. Now, the best way, in my humble opinion, is I take a tape runner And I just go in here, and then when I get over here, I try to get really close to the edge. Now you can do it on the self-healing mat, or you can do it on the inside or the cover that you're working on. I just think it just works great if you do it like right here, because if anything goes over, it'll get on what's going to go down. And I really like the edges to be done well, so that, especially the corners, so that when they go down, they will stay down. Now, as a reminder, we will be trimming some of that off, so I'm going to come back and reinforce the corner there and here. Now, oops, that didn't go all the way. Okay, now the other thing I like to do is just go 1, 2, 3. That's easy. Okay, that's just a habit. It doesn't mean you have to do it like that. I just do it. Now I come back with the glue, and if I don't have tape runner right along the edge, I'll put glue there. But I just want a more permanent right here, and I'm going to reinforce that and that, and that's it. That's it. That's all I'm going to do. And then I am going to start from one corner, from one of the outside corners in, and I'm going to line up the bottom, the side, so that I make sure, and then the top. And the inside, if there is a gap, it doesn't matter. That's okay. And then I'm going to look and see if I have glue on the edge, and I don't. So now, if I had my bone folder, this is where I would go back through with my bone folder and make sure that it was all adhered well. I don't have my bone folder right now. You can use the edge of scissors, hold on, like this. That is similar in shape, especially if it has a flat surface. You can literally go through like that. You can take your glue bottle. You can even take your tape runner, unless it has like an edge that'll catch. And if it does, just turn it on its other side. And you can just make sure that you get it all down. Now you're going to ask me, I think, why tape, why glue? Glue is permanent. Usually in journals, tape will give after a while. I don't want it to give. I don't want it to come up. I want it to stay adhered. So that's how I do it. And I just think that the glue is the better of the two, but the tape adheres it immediately. The glue is the permanent, in my opinion. Just my humble opinion. So now I'm just coming back in, and I'm just trimming it right on the journal. And you're probably thinking, well, you could have done that before. And yes, I could have. I did all of these before. But I just wanted to show you a different way to do this. And isn't that pretty? It's such a pretty cover on the inside. I think doing the inside covers it's just very important. I don't know how to express it. Some people don't, and I get it. But for me, I need that inside cover done. To me, it just looks nicer. And as somebody who used to make and sell crafts, yeah, no, you want it to look nice. And especially if it's a gift. Now, oops, let me show you this. So I still have to do the front cover, and I wanted to show you how I do it. So what I do is I literally take it like this. Sorry, this is the front cover, not the front inside. But I just lay it down and try to get it to match up. Now you're going to find that sometimes these are not straight, and that's okay. Your number one place you want to line it up with is on the bottom or the top, whichever way you're going. Because if there's a little gap, that's okay. You can do one of two things. You can scoot it over and let it sit on top. And that is kind of really a nice way to do it. Or you can let the gap be there and then follow through. And then I just take a pencil and I just, trace it. And that's all I do. Nothing major. And then I take it out and I start trimming. Now you're going to see I have two lines here because I previously did this. And I just traced it without the lead out just now, just to demonstrate. I decided I wanted to go a little bit wider. So now, since this is a 12-inch, it is so fantastic. I don't have to trim anything off and then come back. It is fantastic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line it up as best I can, and I should have turned it this way. Hang with me. Now, I absolutely do my best to see it. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. But here's a trick. There are little lines on this trimmer on this side and on the other side as well. So on both sides, so it helps you line it up when you're going to cut. The other thing is these are both cutters. There is not a scorer. So you could replace one and make it a scorer. I don't like having them both on because when you get to one end, if you have them both, you can't cut it. So you just kind of have to play it out and see which way works for you. So I think I need to pull this back in a little bit more. Hang with, and there we go. Like it or not, here we go. All right, not bad. So this goes with my scraps. And again, I just have another little basket I got at the Dollar Tree, and that's what I'm using. Now, it's okay. It's always better to cut it too big than too little, because you can either come back and trim it on the book, and and that's okay, or you can just cut it again with a paper cutter. That's how easy. More scraps. That just goes up here with the scraps. Easy, easy peasy. Now, if you notice, I wrote here outside front OF. That's just how I do it. You do it however it works for you. This way works for me. Now, let's see if I need to trim it down a wee bit more. So, let me see. I gotta go this way. And I think I am good with that. I would rather it be a little too big than too small any day. Okay, now, another way you can do this is you can trim your corners before you stick it. And that's okay. Okay, and that is that. Okay, and there we go. So that is ready to go. All I have to do, all I have to do is tape it and then stick it, and that's it. So hang with me. I'll get that part done for us. Now, since the cover is where I'm sticking it, I have no problem coming along, whoops, upside down, coming along the edge and running my tape runner. Now, I really am kind of a bugaboo about that. I really like my edges well covered. And a lot of people say you do better with glue, and you would. But for y'all's sake, I tend to, take a little bit longer, and I didn't want to do that for y'all. And some of you may not have the glue. You may be tape runner people. And let me tell you, for years, I would have never used glue. I would have only used tape runner. So 1, 2, 3, and that's done. Okay, now I'm going to come back in, throw some glue down. I am going to hit the corners because this is a front, and I want to make sure I kind of get it a little bit thin. You can even come on your book and do it. I don't want it squishing through. I just want it to stick. So I don't want to think about it, like, oh no, is it going to gush out and make all the pages stick? And if you're afraid of that, I'll show you when I glue this. I'll show you another way to glue it or to adhere it, and then you don't have to worry about that. Okay? Okay, now I'm going to come out a little bit further. And again, this is the front cover. That's why I'm putting so much glue. Now I'm going to start. You can literally do your book just like this. If you are afraid that it is going to stick to your pages underneath, open it up. It's no big deal. Or you can put something in between the pages. Now, the reason, if you see, if that were straight tape runner, there would be no give. But because there's glue and tape runner, I'm able to pick it up, reposition it, and then put it back down. And that is the beauty of using both. Literally, it's pennies. Go for it. Okay, now I'm going to get my hands deglued before I do anything else. And then I'm going to wipe up any glue. I only had a little bit that kind of gushed. And I'm going to just kind of rub that down, make sure it's all good. And and you can do it however you like. You know, if you like the squeegee method, I totally get it. I've done it all. I've literally used like the rollers. Whoops. Almost dropped stuff. Okay, so I highly recommend, even if you think you don't have any left over, which I did once I picked it up, I could see it. I couldn't see it before. Just come back and with a damp paper towel, damp wipe, damp cloth, and just wipe your edges. Now, I'm going to also come right here because I can see it coming out right there too. All right, done. Our cover's done, barring our trim. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't have a problem with the black. Matter of fact, I'm almost tempted to leave it. I was going to cover it with washi. I don't think I am. I think I'm going to cover the inside, and that's it. I don't know. Sometimes I like that book look, you know, the book ledger look. So, all right. I love this washi. It's so sweet. Having been a teacher for so long and having students who look like this beautiful girl and having my youngest look like this beautiful girl, I am thrilled to have this. And all I'm going to do is lay this down to help meet that gap, and it's decorative. And then I'm just going to trim it. How do you trim it? You just close it. It's always better to cut from the back. And there you go. So let me see if I can do this. These are not the best scissors. These are the Fiskars from Walmart. And I'm telling you, we've had a ton of inexpensive scissors here lately that my husband finally said, that's it. We're getting rid of these. They're so bad. So I had bought a big, you know, package from Walmart. My husband's like, these are the worst scissors ever. We are not keeping these. He could literally hold them up, and honestly, so could I, and bend them. And I was like, yep, I see it. You know, can you see this? Can you? I was like, okay, no problem. And we can use them in the garden. We can use them in other places, but they are terrible for paper art. Of course, all my good scissors are either in the office or the cottage, and right now the doors they're shut because of the building settling during the rain. Now, you have to decide, do you want it to go like this direction and then continue it through, or do you want it to turn around and go that direction? I'm going to turn it. I don't know why. I just think it's kind of fun that way. Now, I don't need to do this, but I'm going to because it's just so stinking cute. It's just an inexpensive, easy way to decorate the inside of your journal. And yeah, so here we go. I'm just going to trim and then trim again. So, and it seems that, and I never remember which way cuts the closest. For me, it's this way. And then, hold on, let me see, this way. So, all right. But, okay, guys, that is done. So our cover is done inside and out. It is that easy. And then as you go through, you have to decide, what am I going to put on the front cover? So hang with me. I printed out an extra one of these and thought I might put that on there. I'm not sure yet. Hold on. And then I printed this out. And I kind of like that one. I don't know. I really liked it. Let me see. Oh, my third one. Heart of my heart, whatever befall. So if you get this particular print off of Visual Faith Ministries, you can literally print this on clear sticker paper and put it on. I know, how easy would that be? And I think I'm going to do the same thing here. I have clear, I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I think I'm going to save these, print this out on clear sticker paper, and put that down too. I know. Sorry, I'm changing midstream. Okay. Yes. All right, inside front cover. Let me see. I did want to show you guys something in here, so hang with me. Yes. So what I'm gonna do is, since that was the back cover, I am going to take this and I am going to make a pocket. And you're probably saying, well, why do you need a pocket? Because I'm going to show you. I am a person that loves pockets. I love pockets in my dresses. I love pockets in my jackets. I love pockets. I really like this side better, so I'm going to go with this side. It has a little bit more texture. It's just one of those weird things that I discovered over time. I am a pocket girl, and it's just real. So, all right, so now hang with me, and I'm either going to do something like that, or maybe even something like, ooh, kind of like that better. Okay, see, I changed my mind midstream. All I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a corner off. And the reason why, it's just going to be a slash pocket. You can take it, from here to here. You can take it from here to all the way down and make it like a triangle. And then you get two pockets. Or you can, however you want to do it. I think I am just going to do it kind of like that. I'm just eyeballing it. And then I have more scraps that I keep. So I am just going to put this down just like that. Now, how am I going to do it? I'm going to do the same thing that I've done on previous particular projects. I'm just going to glue. So I suggest, this you're going to glue and this you're going to glue. So you always want to hold your paper where you don't glue. And you have to really think about it or you'll end up gluing all the sides. And I'm here to tell you, yes, it'll happen. So I am kind of being generous because this is an inside front pocket. And I know I'm probably going to fill it heavily. Now, you can come up here or you cannot. I'm going to go ahead. I don't think I am. I think I'm just going to make this one really, wherever your end is on your pocket, you want to make sure you have it kind of done well. And then I am just going to get in here like in kindergarten and smear it around just a wee bit. Now, you don't have to do this. I just like making sure it's to the edge. You guys have seen me do this before, but you just have to blow it. And I'm going to get the last little bit. I am so cheap. I want that little tiny bit of glue left. I was making cookies for my husband, and I was doing the exact same thing for my cookies. Okay, so the bottom of this kind of has a brick pattern. I'm just going along that and letting that be my edge and bringing it in a little bit, and I'm good. Now, I am going to take my damp cloth and just make sure that I get it down good and clean up any extra so that it will not peel up and it will not stick to the next page. So as you saw there, it's just going to kind of come out a little bit. So we're going to squeegee it and make sure that we have everything. And for as much glue as I put down, hardly any came out. Just that one little blip. Now, let that set for a minute. Let it dry. Don't be in a rush. And you may be looking at that going, that's not very interesting. That's really plain. Then you got to come back, go through your stash of goodies, and decide what do you want to put on it. So I got us all kinds of stuff. So I got these darling gals. I've got this little envelope. I've got, some of these goodies, however you want. You just have to decide. I also have some of these journaling cards. They have things like, this is our life one moment at a time. And so I just went through and picked out things, spread a little sunshine, big ampersand, all of these. So you just have to decide, what do I want to put? I kind of want to put these gals, but I don't, it's not enough. So hang with me. Hang with me. I love this. Okay, this says choose happy. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a second pocket out of it. Now, I'm going to leave it rectangular, and I'm okay with that. I could even come back and trim off here and here. I've done all kinds of pockets, but I'm going to keep it simple. So all you have to do is, again, hold it where you don't want to glue it, and then just add your glue. Isn't that easy, and isn't it fun? So we're going to make a double pocket. I love making double pockets. It floats my boat because, hold on, not only do we get more storage space, but we also get dimension layers. We get a message or a picture, however you want to do it. And isn't that pretty? I mean, you're going to get this texture, that beautiful, choose happy, flowers, and here's flowers here, here's flowers here. They kind of tie in together. And the idea is when you pre-select your goodies in a basket, how easy was that to go grab it and pull? Okay, the next thing we're going to do is our cover page. And I found a couple of things. I have that, and I thought we could make our cover there and put down, Fall Bible Journaling Camp, um, you know, Fall 2023, My Heart Cries Home. There's that, or I even did something like that. I picked, pardon me, that, and I thought, ooh, or we even have like an ampersand. And so all of those, and I even have some plans, and this says start each day with a thankful heart, and that's what I'm going to go with, because that still gives us the lines of the different colors to write in. Now, I really want to glue this down. In my heart of hearts, I really want to glue this down, but I don't. So I'm going to make this a flip. I know, hang with me. It works for me. So I'm just going to take this same little girl washi and do the same thing again. So in order to make it so it's easier, I'm just going to put it right here. And this is little girl and flowers and butterflies and all the good stuff. So, all right, I'm having to watch my time. I think my daughter is going to be leaving here pretty soon, and I need to talk to her before she goes, because she is graciously running an errand for me in the city over before she goes to her event. So I am just going to line up this edge, not the edge of the page, which I could, but I'm going to line this up right there. It's just a choice. You choose what you want to do. Sorry if you can't see, but isn't that pretty? Because it just double layers that beautiful washi. And then I'm going to come back in, and I'm just going to lay some more washi down just so it won't try to pull up from us. So, and that's it. How easy peasy lemon squeezy was that? Super, super easy. More of the pretty girls. And if you remember, there's those florals. That ties in beautifully, as well as the colors. It brings all those colors together, because look at that. That matches right here. I made a point, and of course we have yellows and yellows here. They're not exactly the same. And then we have that green and the blues, and it just all kind of ties in. So, ta-da, we're done. First inside. You can put another pocket in here, or you can journal. And I think if I were going to journal, I would add on a sticky note, or I'm trying to see if I have any out, and I don't. Or you could, however you wanted to do it. But, or you could let this be your letter to God to prepare your heart for the Bible study, and or journal, and then fill in the rest. And another option is, if this is your private journal, put a picture of you on the day you started. You could put one here if you have the little, like, Instax or whatever, and then you could put one on the end when you end this process. I'm always amazed at what we look at like when we start and what we look like when we end. Sometimes the attitude of our hearts affects our visual look, and so it's always amazing to me. All right, so we're going to go in here, day one, and we're just going to have fun. I'm going to take some of this paper that is left. We've just done that, so I'm going to pick something else. Let me see. Okay, I've got some of this, and I'm just going to make a quick pocket. And then we can put tags in this. How easy is that? So, and I think I want the dark side up because it is so pretty. Whoops. This is what happens when you get busy. So I think I hear somebody, but I think they're making tea. Again, I didn't follow my rule. Hold where you don't want glue to go, and then glue. So, anyways, smear if you need to smear, and have fun. Yeah, this is the part of journaling. This may not be your thing. You could use a Q-tip. You could use anything. It could be scrap. I used to use scrap paper all the time for things like this, because in my cottage I don't have a sink, even though my sweet son wanted to put one in for me. He was so sweet, and so did my husband. And I may eventually do it. We'll see. But that is down. I'm done. So I now have a pocket. I highly recommend on pockets that you always glue, because if you use tape runner, it'll catch. Once this glue dries, it's not going to catch. So again, make sure you have it all down, and then just wipe off any excess, and you're good to go. You can come back in, you can put more washi, you can do whatever you want, but I'm not going to. I am going to use this as a tag. Why not? I just think it's too cute. So I'm just going to let it go in like that. And when you're letting things dry, you just want to put it on top, or let it just sit on top as you're working through your journal. I also have some of these darling stickers, so let's pull a sticker out. Why not? Okay, so, and if you haven't seen this yet, these make fantastic tags. You just have to cover them. And you can literally just cover them on the front with washi, and on the back, however you can use scrapbook paper, plain paper, whatever you want. So I'm just going to put that there. I will go back and do that later. But for right now, I want this really pretty, because there's not much yellow on this, pretty leaf. And that's not going to show up. So I'm going to come up here and put it. Yeah. Isn't that pretty? And then you put your tags in, and you're good to go. Isn't that cute? I know. It doesn't take much, and you shouldn't feel like, I need to do this. You don't need to do anything more than what you can do. I love the ampersand. I saved it. I wanted it for in here because the colors were pretty, and it's such a popular thing. And I love this as spread. Well, I'm going to save that. I think I'm going to go a little bit smaller, and I think I have this little cat and dog and all of these, so I think I'm just going to put that little dog in there. And the back of that card, it's really thick, and it says notes and things. So this is a great journaling spot. And say you don't like the dog, put a picture on it of somebody you're praying for. Yes, my friend. All right, now let's get to the next side. This is going to go fast. I am not going to keep you long, and I'm not going to keep you for every single page. I love this. So I am going to cut this up and use this in a couple of different ways. The back has a note on it. They always send these out when you get something from their ministry. And so, yeah, I am going to make pockets out of these. Why not cover the back? I've done it. You guys have seen it. I've put covers on the back. But I really want the scripture, God is our refuge and our strength, an ever-present help in trouble. You can put that there, or you can put the flowers. And I kind of like the flowers. They kind of tie in over here. But ironically enough, I think it needs to go like, I think that's how, yeah. So I'm going to put it like that. It's going to be another pocket. Why not? And I am just going to hold it on the corner. I'm not going to glue. And here we go. And I love that. It is easy peasy. Now, another thing you can do, you can use the tip of your glue to smear your glue. Okay? Just spread it around. How pretty is that? And I think for this one, I'm going to come up higher. Now, why would I do that? Well, we have a pocket and we have a journaling spot all in one. And I just love that. That's just a me thing. You do whatever you like. Okay, so in my journaling spot, I have one of the vintage lady covers. I think that's what I'm going to put in here. And isn't that cute? Now she'll stick up. She'll be like a little bookmark, and she has ribbon. I know, I couldn't wait. But until it dries good, I'm going to set that on top. And then I think I'm just going to use this darling little card of cherries, and it says, sometimes the simplest things are the best. Guys, keep it simple. You can journal all around this, and you can put something on here and journal on here, or you can take a dark marker. This is a very thick cardstock, and you can literally just write over the cherries. All right, I'm done. I'm not going to do anything more. I'm keeping it simple. Whoever receives this will be able to add all they want. Okay, let's go the next day. I want to use, maybe I'll wait. I'll wait a little bit before I use that. Hold on, guys. Let me see my stash. So I think I'm going to make a band, like a belly band. Okay, but not quite, because I'm not a huge belly band person. I know a lot of people are. I just like the pockets. I don't know. Maybe because I'm always spilling stuff. Okay, so I kind of got an uneven glue there. So I'm going to just take that up and smear it up here. So, but just keeping it simple. Don't make it hard. It's super easy. And you can go this way and let's do it this way. Why not? I'm just going to do it on the inside. So now we have a pocket right here and we can journal. I know. And if you wanted to take that pocket even further over, you could. It is up to you. Now, that's a pretty plain thing. So now I'm going to use one of my pretty ladies. I love this. So I'm going to put them right there. All right. And it just kind of dresses it up a little. And this is just, these are vintage ladies. They come in all kinds of colors off of Amazon. I am pretty sure I just bought the whole thing. And you can get them off of places like probably Temu, places like that. But this particular journal is a little bit more, not quite Victorian or old-fashioned. It's more retro. And I thought these ladies would just do perfectly in it. And because I pulled out my Temu Victorian gals, and I just decided, meh, not for this one. So they're set. That's it. That's all I'm going to do. Now, you could also be putting lace and whatever floats your boat. You do what works for you. Let me see what I'm going to put over here. I think I am going to use this darling little envelope from Our Daily Bread. So I think there's a lot of ways you can use it, but for me, I'm going to put that on the inside, glue it down, and hang with me. So I'm just going to glue along the edges, and it makes a nice pocket. Now, you could also put it down like that. That's totally fine. But this is such a wonderful ministry. I just love sharing this ministry with everyone. And yeah, I just think it definitely is worth praying for it at bare minimum. And if you want those free devotionals, they give out those beautiful free devotionals that my husband and I have read and done together for over 40 years. So anyways, I love this. I think it's very pretty. I'm going to hold this just for a minute. If you'll hold your glue items, if they're kind of trying to curl up or you don't like how they're not holding down long, you can just sit and hold them. Give them a minute to set up and you're good to go. But had I blown on this and then put it down, I wouldn't even really need to do that. Now, because I love that these are pretty gals, I think I'm just going to come back with this washi again. I know, I'm just going to use this washi until the washi no more. Okay, so I am just going to come along the top, and that's that. Isn't that pretty? Now, I want to show you guys something. I have this little bitty box holder. It's a ceramic. I mean, don't do that too closely. But I am going to just use it to trim my, I hope I can do this well. I'm really kind of not seeing it very well, so hang with me. And those of you have asked, nothing yet on the eyes, but we're giving it to God. We are giving it to God. So, and we have to go take my glasses Thursday. My husband and I are going in, and we're going to get the glasses worked on. So, my really nice glasses that they cut for us instantly had some issues. And so we have to go get the lenses. They're going to probably have to adjust them. And I don't know if it's me or the company or the doctor. We don't know yet. But I can't read with them up close. They are just so, and I can, these glasses are my inexpensive ones that I ordered at the same time, and I can read up close. So go figure. All right, now another thing you can do, I don't know what I did with that paper. It must be packed up. Hold on. Let me see. I have some parchment paper. You can use a silicone mat. You can use whatever you have. Oh, I know what we could use. You can also use, you can also use either, once you get your stickers off, you can use that clear acetate, or you can use the pouch that your stickers come in. And you just have to decide, what is it that I need to stick down well, and what is it that I need to, I think that one's the one that needs it the most. It'll put pressure, and it'll keep the glue from going to the other side. All right, and you can even take the tag out and just use the plastic. And I've done that many times, and I want to make sure that I get the top good and the bottom, and the top will be okay because it has an extra layer with the washi, and that'll help that stick down a little bit better. Okay, so you can keep going on the next 2 pages, or you can skip it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this open for journaling, and I'm just going to put stickers. These are just lovely sunflower stickers that will look so pretty on their own in this journal. And that's that. There's 2 pages that is just open journaling. You can do that. You can put in pop. You can put whatever you like. Now, for this next one, I am going to make a flap type pocket, but I think I want to cover this, so hang with me. I think, let me see. So I think I'm going to be really traditional junk journal, and I think I'm going to use this. And yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this and use this particular flap of this piece of something I got in the mail, piece of mail. So like traditional junk journals, we do things like that. So I am just going to cover this very quickly. And even though a little bit of that's there, I don't care. I'm totally happy with it. All right, now I could have easily used tape runner on this, and I wasn't thinking. I'm just so glue happy these days because it's just so much cheaper. I know this may not be your thing, so don't use glue. Use a tape runner. You can use a tape runner on things like this. That is totally fine. Well, there goes the glue. I guess I'll be using more tape runner so I can get the glue. All right, so there's that. How easy peasy was that? And I got it right to the edge by God's grace. It was nothing I did. And then that part is done, and isn't that pretty? And it's just an inexpensive piece of mail that came in for free, that from a ministry I've never heard from. And yeah, and I just thought, yeah, we'll use that. Why not? Now I'm going to take that same tape runner, and I am first going to put some washi on this and let this adhere down, and then we will go from there. So find whatever vantage points help you to lay things straight, or if you don't care, you could completely go crooked. I have been known to put it like that. Yes, completely. Oh, whoops, sorry guys. The camera got bumped. I'm sorry. I've been known to do it like this with an envelope, but you can do it any which way you want. And what a lovely surprise, right? Okay, now I am going to take this washi, and I am going to decide, it does kind of cover that. So I think what I'm going to do is just carefully put this down, and there you go. So I love this. I think it's just so pretty. It's easy, it's fun, it's no muss, no fuss. It is just, it's fast. And I hope you're seeing that you do not need to make this hard. Please don't make this hard. Please just have joy in the journey. Let this be your blessing to God and an encouragement to you to get into His Word, to get into the Bible study. And I probably should have cut that from behind, and I probably will still. Now, the other thing I'm going to do is take this washi and just go down here and just reinforce this. Why not? It just makes it so much nicer. Hold on, guys. So, gotta get my eyes to focus there. There we go. And then you just come along and eyeball it to the best of your ability and try to make it as straight as you can. And then I am going to use this little jewel and just cut it. And that's that. All right. How is that? Isn't that sweet? We've got that running theme of the little curls. We've got a pocket. We've got a pocket see-through. Now, let's come over here and decide what we want to do. So, we could put these girls here. That would be cute. We could, let me see. We could put this on here. Hold on, hang with me. Trying to see what I have. Okay. So, I think I am going to put that like that. It's easier to see it if it graduates in size, if that makes it, at least for me. Okay, so I'm going to put this back here, hang with. All right, and now I've got these ladies. Okay, so I could put more ladies all over if I wanted to. I could put these ladies on here if I wanted to. But I kind of like how the other ladies kind of cover. Ooh, I do like that even better. So you just have to try it out. See what you like. It kind of covers up those lines. I know they're there. You know they're there. But I'm good with it. Okay, those ladies are going to stay there. Now, since I'm without my glue, just going to use another tape runner. If this one even, I think this is out. It is out. Okay. I need to order some refill. Okay, so I am just going to throw down some of this and we are good. Okay, here we go. I actually kind of want to make sure, no, I want it to be able to open, so hang with me. So I'm good with that. Even if that little black is there, it doesn't matter. Only you and I know. Shh. Okay, I love this heart, and this was a box. If you can't tell, I cut the box apart and saved the heart. So I think, since we are talking about my heart, Christ home, I'm going to put that there, and then I think, let me see here. I want to see what shows through and what you can see. So hang with just a minute. Okay, I was hoping that I was hoping it would show through and it doesn't. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take another one of these beautiful ladies, a skinny lady, a skinny lady, and I am going to make a tag with her. So hang with me. Let me see. So what if I'm going to make a little booklet, and you can literally add in other pages to journal on, or you can make it into a book, and I'm just going to make this into a book. Oops, I have two of these ladies, and they all come with two, if you didn't know. Okay, so I am going to put her on here, but I am going to first take a look and see how far over I need to go. Let me see which side she looks better on. Is it that side or this side? Definitely that side. Okay. Now, I am going to take this all the way across. Perfect. That's what I wanted to see. And I am just going to estimate a thumbnail in on that. So, about a thumbnail in is where I'm going to put this pretty lady. So I'm just going to keep it simple. Whoops, wrong way. upside down. Guys, I use so many different types of tape runners because I have so much in my stash. I could never remember which one goes what way, if that makes any sense. We're getting to the end of this. Okay, so thumbnail in, a little bit less, and here she goes. All right. Okay, and she's repositionable. That's repositionable, so I can reposition her if I need to. Hang with me. Oh, Macarena cool. Love it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is leave that little booklet, and then I'm going to put that down. So I'm trying to see how long, whoops, sorry guys, how long we are into this video. Trying not to keep you too long. I think I'm going to stop here, and then I'm just going to glue this completely. You could even make this into a pocket if you wanted. I'm going to stop here, and then we will come back with part 2, and that will be fun. Okay, guys, there is that. That is there. Another 2 pages done. So remember, my Heart Christ Home is a 6-day project. So what I'm going to do is we've got the front page. Whoops, and I missed this part, but I'm just going to do the sticker idea again. And I think I'm just going to go with these. And these are my leaf, and these just came from, I literally ordered this last night from Walmart, the Walmart, what do you call it? Curbside. Yeah, or delivery or whatever it is. So super easy, super fun, and that's it. So I will have, and these are probably fine to put in the pocket now. And this in the pocket, and I want that to be behind her. Isn't that cute? Okay, and you can even do it like that if you wanted to. You know, you could do something like that, and that's cute. However you want to do it. And these are in their pocket, and I will cover that. So we have our front pocket. We've done our outside. We've done our inside. We know what's going to go here, and I will print that out and bring it next time. We're going to have our pocket here, our pocket here. Let's put some goodies in there, and so you guys can get an idea. So I'm going to put this little kitty in there. It just has lines for journaling on the back. I also, you know, again, you can cover these up. You can put whatever you want if you don't want the kitties. I am going to put, because I'm happy. It says juice happy because I'm happy. I'm happy because of Jesus. I'm happy because of the Lord. Let me see here. And then, nope, I'm not going to do another message. I am going to do one of these little guys. Hang with me. And that will go in that front little pocket. So I have 2 tags. I think I'm going to do that tag. And let me see. I have the ampersand. Oh, and I have this darling little camera. And it says smile on the back. So I'm going to put the smile out because it all ties in color-wise. So that's done. Loaded, loaded. I've got the flap here that's interactive. You can put your title and everything here. And then here's where you can write your letter to the Lord before you get started. You should always do that. Write a prayer to God. It's so wonderful. We've got pockets here that are loaded. The only thing that's not done is that. And maybe we'll do that together. Got a pocket here. We've got journaling spots in there. We've got plenty of room to journal here and back behind. Behind all of this, if we wanted to, we can journal as well. And if you don't like the puppy, you can cover him up. You've got all kinds of stuff in there. So there's that. And then open. And then hang with. Let me see. And then here we have a pocket. We have a ministry to pray for. You can even put more washi here. Maybe I'll come back and do that because maybe I don't want that to show. Maybe I do. We have that here to keep things from sticking together until it's dry. We have this pocket that needs some goodies. So I'm going to put that ampersand in there. And then hang with me. I'm going to put this one. Wait, yeah. Let me see the colors on this. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I've got this one that has, ooh, I'm going to wait on that. I have this one. That's what I was thinking. And look at all the happy faces. So maybe I do something like that, and then you flip it over and it matches beautifully. Okay, and maybe something small that could go in there is this. Life is good. Okay, so you have some journaling in here. We could put this. It says the little pieces make the big picture. And if that isn't true, I don't know what is. So you kind of want that to stick out so you can see it. And maybe, no, hold on. And then a really pretty heart journaling spot. And that's that. So we are just keeping it simple. You can also use index cards. You can use scraps of paper. You can do all kinds of things. So just find what works for you. All right, now another couple of pages just to journal. So if it were me, I would have one page for fun for that week to fill in things, and then one page to write notes for the drawing camp. And then we have this with a little booklet on the inside with our pretty gal that you can open up and journal here. You can journal here. You could do whatever. You could add more pages in this if you wanted. It's just pretty. And then we've got our washi. You can journal here and here. And then, whoops, she is not in there just right. Okay, we can add more things in there, but I'm not going to. Whoever gets this can add whatever they like. And then we get to another page, and we're just going to do another sticker page. Just going to do it because why not? Why not, my friends? Okay. Yep, okay. I was thinking I had these here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it the right way. Be careful with these Walmart stickers. I've never seen them tear before, but all of a sudden they're tearing. So they're definitely changing the material composition that they're making these with. So I am just going to do something like that. And then for up here, I'm just going to put a big, pretty foiled leaf. And I love opposite corners. It just always draws the eye. It's so pretty. If you wanted to, you could come all the way across. And it's so beautiful. There you go. And then about one of those. And then one more. Here we go. Whoops. And I just did that and tore it. Well, that's all right. We can just let it be a part of the leaf pile. How pretty is that? I know, it's that simple, guys. So we'll come back. I know it's hard for me to stop. Can you tell? I really like that binding showing on this. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. This time I do. So it really does. Oop, there's a little bit of glue. You just gotta get the glue off. It really does depend on who you are, what you like, what the colors are, and if they really kind of match. And I kind of think they do because you got that brown in there. And it's kind of a artsy, textury, almost grungy kind of color scheme. So I love it. All right, friends. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. Share this with anyone. Like, subscribe. If you would like to be in the drawing for this, leave a comment below. You must be 18 years or older. Subscribe to the channel. Have your notification bell on so that if you get picked in the drawing and I leave a message, it'll tell you you need to go back and look at your posting. And then also live in the United States. So 18 years or older, subscribe, live in the United States, and leave a comment. I would love to be in the drawing. I would love to, receive this journal, however you want to say it, or I would like to, however you want to say it. And then lastly, come back. We'll finish this out. It won't take long. And if you are making a journal with me, leave a comment below. Show pictures. Tell me, what are you using? What have you been making? Have you made the envelope journal? Have you made the card journal? Have you made the signature journal? Are you doing a composition journal? Let me know. I'd love to hear what you're doing. All right, friends. Again, like, subscribe. turn on that notification bell if you can. Welcome to our new friends, and thank you for all my dear, sweet, tried and true friends that have been here forever. And also, guys, share this with anyone it might encourage, because that's what this journal is about. It's about, this channel is about, this is about encouraging each other in the Lord, each other in our organization of the home, in our health, in our Bible study, in our hearts, the whole thing. So, all right, guys, I love you as much as I love you. God loves you so much more. Keep serving Jesus well. And I will be talking to you soon. Bye, y'all.